Why your glutes aren't growing. Fix this. You've been training your glutes for months, maybe years. You're hitting squats, lunges, deadlifts, and hip thrusts. You're sore after every session, and yet, when you look in the mirror, nothing's changed. Your glutes look exactly the same as they did 6 months ago. Flat, underdeveloped, frustrating. Here's the truth nobody's telling you. Soreness isn't growth. Sweat isn't growth. Even hitting the gym 5 days a week isn't growth. There are specific reasons your glutes have stalled, and they have nothing to do with how hard you think you're working. In the next 7 minutes, I'm going to break down the 7 mistakes killing your glute gains and exactly how to fix each one. Pay close attention to number 4 because that's the one almost everyone gets wrong. Mistake 1. You're quad dominant in every lift. Walk into any gym and watch people squat. Their knees shoot forward, their chest collapses, their weight sits on the balls of their feet. They stand up and guess what fires? Quads. Almost entirely quads. The glutes are hip extensors. They grow when the hip joint moves through a loaded range of motion. If every exercise you do is dominated by knee bend instead of hip movement, your quads are eating all the work and your glutes are along for the ride. The fix is 2-part. First, learn to hinge. Push your hips back before you bend your knees. Your shins should stay relatively vertical on hip dominant movements. Second, prioritize hip dominant exercises in your program. Romanian deadlifts, hip thrusts, 45-degree back extensions, and reverse lunges should make up the bulk of your glute training, not back squats. Mistake 2. You're not training the glutes through a full stretch. Muscle growth research over the last few years has made one thing clear. Training a muscle in its lengthened position produces significantly more hypertrophy than training it in a shortened position. For your glutes, that means loaded hip flexion. Most guys live and die by the hip thrust, and the hip thrust is a great exercise, but it loads the glutes in their shortened position at the top of the lockout. If that's all you do, you're missing half the growth equation. You need exercise that put the glutes under tension while the hip is deeply flexed. Deficit Romanian deadlifts, Bulgarian split squats with a forward torso lean, 45-degree back extensions with a rounded upper back, Smith machine kickstand RDLs. These movements stretch the glute under load, and that stretches where growth happens. And mistake 3, your rep ranges are all wrong. And a lot of guys train glutes like they're training a power lift, sets of 5, heavy singles on hip thrusts, grinding triples on Romanian deadlifts. The glutes are a mixed fiber muscle, but more importantly, they respond extremely well to higher rep ranges and metabolic stress. They're a muscle you use all day, every day when you walk, stand, and climb stairs. Hitting them with 5 heavy reps and walking away isn't enough volume in the right stimulus zone. The fix is to vary your rep ranges intelligently. Keep one heavy compound movement in the 8 to 12 rep range. Then layer in moderate rep work in the 12 to 20 range for accessory hip thrusts, kickbacks, and abductions, and finish with high rep burnout work on isolation movements like cable kickbacks or banded abductions. Hit the glutes from all 3 angles every week. Mistake 4, you can't actually feel your glutes working. This is the big one. This is the mistake that's quietly destroying your progress, and almost nobody talks about it. If you can't feel your glutes contracting during an exercise, they're not the primary driver of that exercise, period. Your nervous system has wired itself to recruit your lower back, your hamstrings, your quads, anything except the muscle you're trying to grow. This is called poor mind-muscle connection, and for glutes, it's an epidemic among men. Most guys sit 8 to 12 hours a day. Sitting shuts the glutes down. The hip flexors get tight, the glutes get neurologically inhibited, and you walk into the gym with a muscle that literally doesn't know how to fire properly. You load up a barbell, your body recruits the strongest available muscles, and your glutes stay dormant. The fix takes 2 to 4 weeks of consistent work. Start every glute session with 5 to 10 minutes of activation work. Banded clamshells, banded glute bridges, single leg glute bridges with a long pause and squeeze at the top, frog pumps, quadruped hip extensions. The goal isn't fatigue, it's connection. You're teaching your nervous system where your glutes are and how to fire them. Then during your main lifts, slow down, use lighter weight than your ego wants. Pause at the point of peak contraction, feel the muscle. If you can't feel it, you can't grow it. Mistake 5, you're not progressing anything. Soreness fools you into thinking you're growing. You leave the gym, you can barely sit down the next day, and you assume that means progress is happening. It's not. Muscle grows in response to progressive overload. More weight, more reps, better technique, or shorter rest periods applied consistently over weeks and months. If you're doing the same hip thrust with the same 185 pounds for the same 10 reps every Monday, your glutes have no reason to grow. They've already adapted. Track your lifts, write them down. In every single session, aim to add a rep, add weight, or improve form. Small, consistent progression is what builds muscle. Random soreness chasing workouts don't. Mistake 6. Your nutrition doesn't support growth. You can't build a muscle out of nothing. The glutes are the largest muscle in the human body. They have enormous growth potential, but only if you feed them. Most guys trying to build glutes are eating in a deficit, or eating maintenance, or eating like they did when they were 16. That's not enough. To build noticeable glute size, you need a small caloric surplus, roughly 200 to 300 calories above maintenance, and adequate protein, around 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight per day. If you're not gaining at least half a pound to a pound a month on the scale, you're not building muscle, you're maintaining. And maintenance is why your glutes look the same as they did last year. Mistake 7. You're training glutes once a week. The glutes recover faster than most people think. They're a large, well-vascularized muscle group that handles high volume well. Training them once a week, dumping all your sets into a single brutal session, leaves growth on the table. Hit your glutes twice a week, minimum. Some lifters with stubborn glutes do well with 3 sessions. Split the volume. One session can be heavier and hip dominant with Romanian deadlifts and hip thrusts. The second can be higher rep and isolation focused with kickbacks, abductions, and split squats. More frequency means more growth signaling, more practice firing the muscle, and faster results. Recap and action plan. Let's bring it all together. To finally start growing your glutes, you need to stop being quad dominant, train through a full stretch, vary your rep ranges, build a real mind-muscle connection, progress your lifts, eat in a surplus, and train them at least twice a week. If you're only going to change one thing this week, make it the mind-muscle connection. Spend 10 minutes before every lower body session activating your glutes with bands and bodyweight work. That single change has transformed more stuck lifters than any program I've ever seen. If this video gave you a new way to look at your training, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. I'm dropping breakdowns like this every week, covering exactly what works and what doesn't for guys who actually want to see changes in the mirror. Next up, I'll be tearing down the biggest mistakes guys make on leg day. You won't want to miss it. I'll see you in the next one.